a few books to show you. This one is The Little Nemo by Winsor McCay. And this is really awesome because it's actually printed in the same size as the original one that would be in newspaper. So you can actually look at it like the way it's supposed to be looked at. It's like super imaginative. Even though all the comics kind of follow the same line, how, you know, he dream of something really weird and then wake up. It's always interesting. Like sometimes not about the story anymore, but like how he tell the story with the comic. Like how he used the panel in a very like rhythmic way. When you look at the whole page, it also reads as like a very beautiful art piece itself. Like how this is 3 panels, but it's like one kick at the same time. It's just awesome. I have this really beat up book that I found at Strand for $5. It's pretty awesome, right? It's Norman Rockwell, it's America. So it's all his painting he did for the Saturday Post, or just very Americano imagery. I like him a lot. He's pretty realistic in a way that he always follow, you know, the rules of perspective, and he doesn't do anything that's out of the reality. But I really like his work because of the way he composed things and how he's just like really awesome at capturing you know, people's facial expression and their body language. And there's like so much story just through, you know, the interaction between people. So you can really read into it. That is Bart Simpson's in Treehouse of Horror. This is a dragon head that my friend got in China. You see I have a bunch of like Nightmare Before Christmas, which I really like, and that is Gollum from The Hobbit. And these two are my gold medals from the Society of Illustrators. This one is a Word of Excellence from Communication Arts. One is for book category, one is for institutional. You can spin it like that. My friends said, I can't believe you're putting your medal together with your toys. I'm like, oh, it looks good together. This one is Mary Blair. Everyone loves her. Again, masters with her colors, her characters. I think I'm just so amazed by how bossy she is with her color. Like I heard that she doesn't even mix colors, she just uses them out of the tube. And this is like before digital, like she just knows exactly what she's gonna put down, and it's kind of strange, but it totally works. And also, I think really look up to her because like being an artist, a female artist during her time is really hard, and there isn't really that many female artists, you know, in the history. This one is one of the book I own of Chinese scroll paintings, landscape paintings. Like, as you could tell, I'm very interested in nature and drawing environmental. So yeah, definitely comes from my Chinese heritage too, I guess. I think I really like Chinese scroll painting because compared to like the Western oil painting, they care less about how we actually see things, but more how the painter wants to see things. Like the perspective is like the walking perspective. Like you see the mountain the same size at the background as the mountain at the front. Like, or like this mountain is not, if you're standing here, you don't really supposed to see it. But then because the painter is like walking as he paints, so he probably gets to this point when he sees this mountain. It's almost like a documentary of one journey. And my dying bonsai tree, I got that light just for it. It's a full spectrum, like a sunlight.
Oh, like a grow light.
Yeah, a grow light, yeah, because it was dying of the like the lack of sunlight during the winter time. So now I'm trying to nurse it back to health. It's really sad. This is a book I bought in Dunhuang during my trip on the Silk Road. It's all the patterns from like the cave painting of those Buddhist temple. As you could tell, like I'm super influenced by those color palettes. It's just really awesome. They're like thousands years old, but it looks so contemporary. Yeah. It's just like really nice design elements. Shanten. Awesome stuff. Again, I think I'm really drawn to story, so I really love his work. It's just so poetic. It has, all of his work kind of has something sad about it, but it's not over dramatic, and most of the time it's not very spelled out, but more like you read into it and you read it a second time, you see something different. It's really pretty. Look at that cloud, so pretty. Yeah. Also, he has so much patience with his work, that like so much detail that I think really speaks to me. I just love stuff with crazy detail.
Are there any like projects or anything like that that you want to do but like you don't have any money for, or that you can't like find the funding to do?
I think I really want to make a music video for Daft Punk. Yeah, but like an animated one. So that would be really hard because the type of animation I'm interested in is a lot of like morphing into each other. So you actually need like an intense team behind you. So I think that has to wait. The last one I want to show is Alexander McQueen. Yeah, the catalog from the exhibition at the Met. Like most of the time, I think I don't really know fashion that well. I don't really follow it that well either, but I'm really drawn to McQueen because of course, the obvious, all the detail. But I also really enjoy the way that he thinks. I remember reading that when he create a new collection, he will try to imagine like who would be the person wearing it. Not like the target consumer, but more like, okay, this is gonna be a fairy princess. He just, came down earth from the heaven because of all this adventure. So in a way, I think he's making more than clothes. He's making, costume that has entire backstory to it, which I think really shows in his work that it's really rich. And how he really incorporate all this patterns from nature. Just really experimental with the material he uses. That's it.